Welcome to this week's edition of Obesity Updates, covering the latest breakthroughs. Brought to you by Lucid Quest, Radella's investigational drug MD-18 has shown early signs of efficacy in weight loss without notable side effects. In a Phase 1b trial, non-obese participants experienced an average weight reduction of 2.7% over just 28 days. The therapy also led to significant improvements in LDL cholesterol and ALT levels. Importantly, MD-18 preserved lean muscle mass, setting it apart from many GLP-1 therapies, which have been linked to muscle loss. Instead of targeting the GLP-1 pathway, MD-18 works by inhibiting the enzyme protein tyrosine phosphatase 1b, or PTP1B, potentially delivering long-term metabolic advantages. In South Korea, biotech firm Korglutide has announced Korglutide, an oral supplement it describes as a GLP-1 mimic. According to Korglutide, the supplement achieved 10.75% weight loss in just 12 weeks. Muscle loss was limited to 2.9%, a stark contrast to the 15 to 40% typically seen with conventional GLP-1-based therapies. However, skepticism surrounds the study's methodology, as results were derived using bioelectrical impedance analysis rather than DEXA scans, which are considered more reliable. The product is currently registered in Lebanon, with future market expansions planned for Mexico, Ecuador, and Italy. In Egypt, Eva Pharma has partnered with Eli Lilly to launch the Mounjaro KwikPen, featuring tirzepatide. The KwikPen format is designed for greater ease of use, with more than 76% of Egyptian adults categorized as having a high body mass index. The partnership seeks to address a rapidly escalating health crisis. Brazil's pharmaceutical firm EMS has initiated sales of liraglutide-based pens, releasing 100,000 Olira pens for obesity treatment and 50,000 Lirix pens for type 2 diabetes. Both products utilize liraglutide, the same active ingredient found in Saxenda. This rollout positions EMS ahead in preparation for the introduction of generic versions of semaglutide, expected to begin post-March 2026. China's domestic anti-obesity drug market is showing explosive growth. Innovent's Xenerme, featuring the GLP-1 and GIP dual agonist mazdutide, has become the first approved locally developed therapy for obesity. Over 10 obesity drugs are currently in Phase 3 trials, many of which are based on dual receptor mechanisms. Analysts project that China's obesity drug market will grow from $2.2 billion in 2025 to $7.5 billion by 2030, reflecting a compound annual growth rate of 22.36%. India's Dr. Reddy's Laboratories is setting its sights on the global market for generic obesity medications. The company plans to launch a generic version of Wegovy in 87 countries by 2026. Entry into the United States and European markets is scheduled between 2029 and 2033. With Indian pharmaceutical manufacturers scaling up, they are increasingly poised to challenge current market leaders, Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly. In a strategic move to solidify its position in the Korean market, Novo Nordisk has partnered with domestic pharmaceutical company Chongqing. This collaboration is aimed at enhancing distribution and sales for Wegovy. The move comes as tirzepatide, branded as Mounjaro, gains ground in South Korea with clinical trials showing an average weight loss of 20.2% compared to Wegovy's 13.7%. The partnership is a calculated step to navigate increasing pricing pressures and potential market share erosion. Finally, Novo Nordisk has revised its 2025 financial forecast downward, reflecting growing competitive pressures. The company now expects sales growth in the range of 8 to 14%, reduced from its earlier projection of 13 to 21%. Operating profit growth has also been revised down to 10 to 16%. A key contributor to this adjustment is the underwhelming market penetration of Wegovy in the United States. As part of its strategic reset, Novo Nordisk has announced the upcoming replacement of its chief executive officer, Lars Jorgensen. Stay ahead in obesity research. Like, share, and subscribe for weekly updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com.